So a really easy way to gain more control in the golf course, that's what we're looking for today. Early extension, that's a thing. A lot of golfers struggle from early extension, standing up through impact. A lot of golfers flip the golf club, a lot of golfers release the golf club too early. They're not maintaining the radius. Today I'm going to show you a very simple trick to maintain the radius of two areas within the golf swing. One of them is the club head and one is something completely different. Today is the perfect day for a world-class leather golf club. No synthetic material, full leather, nothing synthetic in there. It is the perfect day, it's the perfect grip. These conditions, this glove is unbeatable. This is going to give you more consistency. Guaranteed it gives you more consistency. Because if you break the radius, think about the radius that club head makes. The radius, the arc of that club head, if you interfere with that, if you're the inertia, things go wrong. It's going to change path, angle of attack, dynamic loft, spin loft, all sorts of things. So let's try and work today on how we can maintain that radius. But what does the body do to maintain that radius? Well, it's really quite simple. I'm going to give you a little drill. You just need to do this 10 times before you tee off in your round of golf, and maybe 3 times before each golf shot, and you will improve your golf. So think about the radius. Okay, the club makes an arc. This club is swung on an arc. So that club makes an arc there. Let me change camera angle. That's better. So the club makes an arc. The club makes this arc here. There, let me move the ball. Club makes an arc there, strikes the ground. And that arc has to be maintained all the way through impact. Now, if I was to early extend, so if I'm to come into impact here and I early extend and lift up, then the arc is breached. If I get to the top of my swing here and I cast, the arc is going to be breached at the bottom. If I were to flip, if I come into impact here and I flip over, the arc is going to be breached. If I have too much forward shaft lean, so leaning too far forward, the arc is going to be breached. But it's a secondary arc that we're going to talk about here. Also, with all those things there, every single one of those faults is going to create this chicken wing, too much lean, too much flip, early extension, because we're changing the path and the dynamics of the golf club. Now, so the other arc in which we're going to talk about is what happens with the trigger finger, your right hand trigger finger. This index finger on your trail hand. For the right-handed golfer, that's your right index finger. That makes an arc. Okay, so if I just take if I look at the base of my plane, so this green line here, let's imagine I'm hitting the ball on that. I'm hitting off this. That's my plane line, that's my target line there, and I'm hitting the ball off that. I can do that pretty consistently. Now, if I take my index finger and point it down there, I'll just relax my left arm, just point it down there and through. Now I can maintain that radius there. So there's a constant acceleration, my body's working, I'm not just moving my arm, my body's working there. Now if you do this 3 or 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you'll see how consistent that can be. There. Now that is the same every time. Now I appreciate I'm not trying to hit at a golf ball, but what I am trying to do is keep the tip of my finger maintaining its radius. Now of course with the golf swing we don't have our finger down the side of the shaft, so if I then make a trigger, if I then create a trigger finger, so imagine you're turning a tap or gripping a golf club, now I take my hand off and I'm just going to place my thumb, boom, on that finger. So that action there, I can now trace it by following something else. And when I say following something else, what I mean now is my thumbnail. I'm effectively covering that green line with my thumbnail there, pinched together. There. Now that's more of a golf grip and I can maintain that radius. Imagine early extension. If I get to here and early extend, I'm lifting that thumbnail up. My thumbnail's lifting up. If I cast here, I've thrown my thumbnail down to come up too early. If I've got too much chicken wing, too much forward shaft lean, I'm pulling the thumb away. So I'm losing the radius. If I can maintain the radius between my index finger and my thumb, just maintaining that, I can do that all day. I can do that all day long, not a problem. And then I have to add a golf club onto that, of course. So the radius of the thumbnail there and the radius of the golf club, if I can try and maintain that, so club head, there's a radius there, the club head's making an arc, my thumbnail's making an arc, and I want to maintain that radius as my body turns through. There. So if you do this 10 times, 3, 4, 5, I'm grooving it, I'm feeling what's happening. 8, 9, 10. That radius has never changed all the way through impact. It's going to give you constant acceleration of the golf club. Now, I have to then place my hand on the golf club, of course, my left hand. So I do so. Let me just do my thumb only. There. Good. Put my left hand close to where my hand would be on the club and create the radius. I feel as I'm doing it with both thumbs now. Slightly different radius, but I'm keeping them in line, keeping them matched up. That's good, but the right thumb, the trail thumb, is the focal point. Then I can take my grip and regain that feel. Look at that. You see there how I've maintained it. And there's no inertia. There's no way there that I'm going to early extend. There's no way there that I'm going to pull off. And there's no way the left elbow is going to bend incorrectly. This flying left elbow is because the thumbnails come off radius. There. I mean, that's a horrible thing, isn't it? Standing up, left elbow. There. There. When I finish in my position here, I'm there. My club face is square in relation to my body. If I turn my body round now towards target and bring it down, it's square, because I've maintained that radius. Now we need to hit a golf ball. I have an 8 iron for this. This is the same with driver though. Okay. Everyone asks that, is it the same with driver? Yes it is. I only experiment or do the videos with irons because of the distance of area I have to use. So, before I play my shot, I'm setting myself up, good. I feel the pinch, I feel the turning, the tap, I feel the trigger finger of the trail hand in place on the club, there. You can hook down, pull down like Henrik Stenson. There, I'm in place. Now I'm going to take 3 swings to feel the radius, and I'm going to hit little half shots. So I'm there, 1, 2. I can feel how I've maintained that, and then I'm going to step on and maintain that. Perfect little shot, lovely little strike. Then we add a little bit more energy to it. Okay, so before your round of golf, just find a line. The edge of the tee box, this edge here would work. And just take 10 little moves to feel that's where I'm going to be today. Then add your trail hand on, that's where I'm going to be. There. Just get that groove before you play your shots, before you go on that first tee. And then over the golf ball, it's simple. It's just a three practice swoosh sensation of maintaining the radius of that thumbnail arc. Therefore, if you do that, the clubhead arc will be maintained as well. You don't even have to worry about the clubhead arc as long as you can maintain that thumbnail. So I'm 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. I've got the feel for that. Really good. Really good. Maintained it. Had full control over what I was doing and hit a good shot. Coming in from a different angle now. Again, I'm going to hit a fuller shot this time. There. I can go back and check. So that's constant acceleration. It's maintaining that arc all the way through. Nothing's lifted up. All the way through. Left arm will fold correctly through the finish. Like so. I'll be there, not here, because I've not lifted the thumbnail up. I've maintained the radius, it's able to fold over. So I take my 3, 1, I'm really conscious of what that thumbnail's doing. And the line it's drawing a line in space. It's there and it's drawing a line in space, creating that motion. So if I did have a laser from my thumb, it would create a perfect arc on the ground. Not a huge circle around me, but just creates an arc in order to play the shots. So good, it feels amazing. When I play golf, I take all my practice strokes above the golf ball. And the reason I do that is because I then don't have to move my feet into position. So if I'm here, I set myself up with my open stance from Eureka Golf Swing. 1, 2, 3, arc maintained, don't have to move my feet. 4, so I'm really hitting them well now. Little draw on that. Really, really structured. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. Check out my book, it's on the screen right now. It's been on the screen during this video. It's available on Amazon. Just type in how to play golf without giving a, and it'll come up on Amazon search. You don't have to put in the swear word. I don't think Amazon detects the swear word. Also, to improve your golf, on the screen there's a little orange gadget. If you click that video, that will transform your game. 5 or 6 different areas of your game can be transformed with that one gadget. Watch that video, let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.